Hi everyone! Thanks for tuning in to a new episode of Good News Heroes. I'm Noah. Has there ever been something you've really wanted but couldn't get? Maybe you wanted to play outside for your birthday party, but it rained. Or maybe you wanted a new toy but didn't have enough money. Our friend Piper is in a similar situation now. Let's see what happens.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Melissa.
Thanks again for watching the kids.
Hey, it's no problem. Speaking of which, where are they?
Logan's in the living room doing his homework, and Piper's in her room sulking.
Uh-oh. What's up with Pipes?
Last night, Andre and I told her we might not have enough money to send her to zookeeper camp this year.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been rough.
Yeah, she got really upset and hasn't been talking to us since. She's been looking forward to it all year, so I understand why she's mad. And Andre and I were saving up to send her, but then my car broke down, and then Logan got strep, and we had to get antibiotics, but that's hard for her to understand, especially since Logan got to go to soccer camp earlier this summer.
Yeah, but didn't the school give him a scholarship for that?
That doesn't make much sense to an 8-year-old. All Piper knows is Logan got to do his cool thing, and she may not. Anyway, Andre and I are going to talk about it more with her as soon as we're both home. Hopefully by then she'll have some time to calm down.
Gotcha. Well, I hope it gets better.
Thanks. Anyway, I better get to work. Andre should be home soon. Bye, kids! I love you! Be good for Uncle Mike!
Love you too, Mom.
Did Mom leave?
You just missed her.
It's okay. I'll see her tomorrow.
You two doing okay?
I yelled at Mom and Dad yesterday. They said I can't go to the zookeeper camp next month.
I'm sorry. That must have been disappointing.
I shouldn't have yelled, but I was mad, and I'm just sad.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't want to think about that right now. Can we talk about a good news hero instead?
Of course we can. I think I know just the one we need to hear about right now.
Logan! We're starting a new good news hero story!
Perfect. Just finished my homework.
Great! Say, you've learned about a few good news heroes. What comes to your mind when you think about a good news hero?
Someone who loves God.
A person who tells others about Jesus!
That's great. But when people thought of George Muller, they thought of a thief.
You! Come here.
Me?
Yes, make it quick. Give me your name, then date, and place of birth.
George Muller, September 27, 1805 in Kroppenstedt, Prussia.
Why is a 16-year-old causing so much trouble this close to Christmas? Where are your parents?
My mother died 2 years ago, and I can assure you, officer, my father doesn't care. This is just a horrible misunderstanding.
Oh, we'll see about that. Come with me.
Must you be so rough?
Just sit down. This here's my partner.
Hello, sir.
We just want to ask you a few questions. You know, to clear up this little misunderstanding.
Oh, of course. Please, sir, I was just going for an evening stroll when your men so rudely...
An evening stroll in the middle of the night? Out your hotel window?
Mr. Muller, this isn't the only hotel you snuck out of recently without paying your rather large bill.
I have no idea what you mean.
Oh, it's not just the hotel manager in Wolfenbüttel that's got a problem with you. The hotel manager in Brunswick has also complained of a young lad, exactly your age, exactly your description, sneaking out without paying the bill.
Oh, that? Him? No, I was planning on paying my bill.
Oh, sure. Just like you were planning on paying your bill in Wolfenbüttel, huh?
Of course. Wait, I mean, haven't you ever heard of a generous Christmas spirit?
No, Christmas spirit doesn't apply to theft. Looks like you'll be spending Christmas with us. In jail.
All right, give us your father's name. We'll let him know where you are.
My father? Oh, no.
Hey, Muller!
Yes?
Wake up! Your father's brought you a late New Year's present. He's paid your debts and has come to bring you home.
My father? He's here?
He is. But I wouldn't say you're free. Come on out. He's out waiting for you in the coach. Here he is, Mr. Muller.
Father?
Get in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Father,
How could you be so foolish? If your mother were still here, oh!
I'm sorry, Father.
Are you? Are you sorry? You've been a disgraceful thief since you were a boy. Remember when you would steal from my tax money box where I kept the taxes I'd collected for my job? If you're sorry, it's because you got caught. What? Nothing clever to say?
No, sir.
You're a smart young man, George. I know it. I just wish you'd apply yourself to something that isn't stealing. Your latest grievances have given me an idea.
Oh, what is it?
I'm sending you to the University of Halle, the finest higher learning institute in all of Europe. You're going to study to become a minister.
A minister?
Yes. Ministers make respectable livings these days, and the studies will hopefully keep you busy.
University of Halle. I've always dreamed of going there. Yes, Father, I will do all that you say. I promise.
You had better, because I've hired a tutor to keep track of you while you're there. He'll record all your actions and report to me. I expect only the highest of you, George.
A tutor? What?
Don't
What do you mean?
argue with me, George. Especially not after what you've done.
Rats. University won't be any fun if I have a goody two-shoes tutor following me around. Better start thinking of a way out of this.
Why did George's dad want him to become a pastor?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Being a pastor won't help if George doesn't want to live God's way.
Great point, Logan. Sadly, George's dad wasn't very concerned with George's relationship with God. He cared more about his own status and comfort. Like he said, back then, pastors were paid well and highly respected. Johann thought George's college studies and the tutor would keep George out of trouble. Then, when Johann grew old and needed to retire, George would have enough money to take good care of him in his old age.
Oh, did that plan work?
Not at all.
Hey, George is here! Now the party can really start. Wait, where's your tutor, George?
Oh, I got rid of him a long time ago. I don't need him or anyone to tell me how to live my life.
Fellas, this is George Muller, the only ministry student I know who has spent Christmas in jail. Please, George, you must tell us the story.
Of course, but you'll have to buy me a drink first.
Worth it. Be right back.
Pardon me.
Not a problem. Did he say your name was Muller?
He did, and he's correct. Say, you look familiar.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Beta. We went to school together as boys.
Oh yes, I remember now. Weren't you that goody two-shoes rule follower who was always carrying his Bible?
That will be me. I'm trying to lighten up a little.
Well, you've come to the right place. We can be responsible men later. This is the time for fun. I'll show you all I know.
George sounds like someone Mom and Dad wouldn't let me hang out with.
Oh, certainly.
Don't pastors study the Bible? Wouldn't George realize he was doing the wrong thing?
You would think so, but George wasn't reading the Bible.
What? How is he supposed to be a pastor if he isn't reading the Bible?
Oh, hold that thought. Your dad is home, which means it's time for you all to go to bed.
What?
No!
I'm home. Oh, did Uncle Mike leave off at a good spot in the story?
How did you know?
That tends to happen whenever your mom and I get home. You have incredible timing, Mike.
Looks like George Muller needs a wake-up call. But when will that happen? Join us next time on Good News Heroes to find out.